Hello everyone. Today I am introducing a new Type-C KVM switch. It supports DP 1.4 Alt mode. This means it supports the 5K 120Hz display on Apple's latest Studio Display XDR. Right now we are on the macOS system. Just press this button to switch to the other device. This one here. This one is a Windows PC. It takes about 5 or 6 seconds to switch over. It also supports USB-C upstream. This means that when you switch systems, when toggling between these two hosts, the mouse and keyboard can be plugged directly into the back of the monitor. Take a look. They're plugged right into the monitor here. So when you switch, you don't need to plug your peripherals into the Mac or Windows PC individually. You can easily switch between two computers. No more constantly unplugging and replugging your keyboard and mouse. Let me demonstrate this for you. Okay, the keyboard and mouse are working perfectly. And as for the music, audio is transmitting correctly as well. And looking at the display here, it is displaying properly on Windows. The resolution is full 5K. The refresh rate, it also supports up to 120 Hz. That is the native 120 Hz of this Apple display. It does support up to 120 Hz. That was Windows. Let's press it again. Wait about 4 or 5 seconds and it switches back. It is incredibly convenient for dual system or dual PC users. Now, regarding the Windows setup, the cable that supports the XDR display looks like this. This is a DP interface. It combines a DP interface and these two are together. A DP connector and a USB-C cable. Plug this in and plug in the USB here. Then plug this single cable into the Type-C port on the KVM. For the Apple computer, you just need to plug this USB 3.2 Type-C cable into the Thunderbolt port. Thank you, everyone. Let me give you a closer look at this cable. This cable here can actually be used independently. You don't strictly need the KVM. If used alone, you just take the Type-C connector of this cable and plug it into the Thunderbolt port on the back of the monitor. It actually works directly with Windows. The resolution is maintained, supporting the XDR's native 5K. It supports both 5K and 120 Hz. Gaming is no problem at all. Now, here is a similar cable. This one has an HDMI interface. This should be HDMI 2.0, so it only supports up to 4K. This HDMI version is typically used with devices like the PS5. So yes, the PS5 can also be used with this XDR display. For example, let me plug this in. Connect the HDMI display connector and the USB. And on the other end, plug this Type-C connector into the XDR monitor. Okay, it works. However, there is a minor drawback when using it with the PS5. It only supports up to 2K. Although it works on the XDR, the resolution is capped at 2K. Also, audio return is not supported. When we were connected to Windows earlier, the sound, the webcam and microphone were all supported. They worked fine. But with the console, it only handles the 2K video signal, audio, camera, etc. None of those will work. It is a bit of a shame. IT maxes out at 2K 60 Hz. It cannot reach the native 5K 120 Hz. It works with the Switch as well. For the Switch, we also use this HDMI cable. This 2.01. This along with the USB connector. Yeah. Now, regarding the Switch, it also doesn't support 5K. It is only 720p. It looks to be just 720p. Also, you need to crank up the brightness on the native Apple system first. You can adjust the brightness while on the Switch. So support for the PS5 and Switch isn't great, but it is functional.